Hello everyone, this is Olivia from DOS Tarot. Today I am going to be doing the second week of January for the sign of Aries. So let's look and see what's going on. Aries, the Emperor. Ooh, Two of Wands. You may be coming to a crossroads in your life, or an opportunity has presented itself and you may have the option to travel somewhere across, somewhere in the world. There's no destination set. I think you're so ready for it. I really do. And it could be that you're running from 2020. So don't do that. Oh, and then we have the Four of Wands in reverse. This is dissatisfaction, possibly in some kind of work environment or lack of. Or it could be that you're just not happy in a relationship of some sort. I think it has something to do with work. I think you're traveling because you need work. There might have been a break in some kind of, or a loss of a job. Maybe the company went down or something and you're looking for work. That's what you're doing here. And you know that you may have to travel to get it. Oh, there is a new beginning for you. The Sun card talks about a brand new beginning, a blessing, growth. Again, that could be in any kind of work, relationships. Three of Pentacles in reverse talks about not being able to find the kind of work that is satisfying, and maybe the work that you've been getting lately has just been, minute, not very, it doesn't sing to your soul in a sense, where what you're looking for is something that's more particular, something that may even be, just doing the work for recognition and maybe just getting some kind of reward for that. But definitely this is somebody that is looking for work that's not humdrum, the same old, looking for something that's more precise, more something that can show off your skills and that people can recognize the effort and work that you put into it. Now the Strength card in reverse tells me that you're very weak at this time. I don't know if it's because you went through some kind of, it could be that the job loss has made you feel like you don't even have the strength to go and look. Or maybe you're starting to realize that you are definitely going to have to take some kind of action, and at this point you're kind of not real sure. You don't have a lot of self-confidence for some reason or another. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse is somebody that she really does become more greedy with her money. Instead of losing money, she holds on to it. If you were getting out of a relationship, this could be somebody that was part of this Four of Wands. Because this is an end of some kind of connection, some kind of commitment. I was thinking it could be work, but it could be a relationship, or it could be a combination of both things. Maybe with your Two of Wands, maybe you're having to try to decide, do I want to go and look for do I want to go and look for something that's so unique in the kind of work that I might have to study? Maybe have to learn a new trade? Or are you just looking for, perhaps maybe you have someone else in mind? Maybe whatever this relationship was, it could be a boss or it could be a coworker. It could be somebody that you guys went your separate ways, and maybe you're thinking about making a move in some kind of direction that would help you both with career and a relationship. Maybe there's something out there that you're aware of, but right now you're feeling kind of beat up from this situation. You're not using your intuition. Either that or something was revealed to you by somebody that has psychic abilities, or they're very spiritual person. Maybe it's even this Queen of Pentacles here. Maybe this Queen of Pentacles has revealed something to you, and maybe that might be why you feel beat up in a lack of confidence. It could just be that you've got two things going and both of them are pretty major. If you've lost work and are now looking for work, and then now there's a break in a connection, like some kind of, I would say something possibly more personal than work. Could be, a girlfriend, boyfriend. Could be just a romantic connection that has fallen apart. Now with the Six of Cups in reverse under the Four of Wands, this tells me that there was some kind of, possibly a soulmate connection that fell apart, that didn't come to fruition. It never developed. Maybe they had a lack of interest and you weren't aware of it. But now that you see it for what it is, it has diminished your self-confidence for a while. It's not permanent though. But you do have hopes. You do have a new outlook, and it's something to do with work, and it might have something to do with some place where you might have to travel. I still feel that strong. The King of Swords in reverse. King of Swords in reverse has no good news. They basically want to block whatever anybody has to say. If it's not in your favor, you don't want to hear it. It could be you holding back what you want to say to somebody. Maybe you're holding back a truth. And maybe it's to this, the way it's angled up here. It could be that you're wanting to speak to a Queen of Pentacles and tell her exactly something on how you feel maybe. You guys there could have been a soulmate connection here, obviously. This way and this way. I think you had high hopes of it becoming something more than it actually did. Let's get the last card. The Ten of Wands. It's almost like saying now, all of a sudden, everything has become a burden. And it's hard for you to take. It didn't turn out the way you had hoped that it would. It's like, with the Ten of Wands, it's like, yep, just another letdown. And it probably is, like I said, work and something to do with a soulmate. I don't see that there's a divorce or a breakup. I just see a disappointment, a letdown, and something that you thought was going to develop that didn't happen. On the bottom of the deck we have the Devil. Tells me there might have been a situation here that was very toxic, that didn't have any long-standing ability to last. And maybe you knew it right from the beginning, or maybe it's just something that came to you. Let's clarify a few things. I want to clarify this 3 set here. There is an opportunity. You know, sometimes if we break a relationship that didn't turn out, and it could have been a deep commitment with the 4 of Wands, because that either is some kind of engagement or a marriage, just something that's deep. It's not shallow. It wasn't like going to last for a couple of weeks or whatever. It was something more serious. But whatever it is that you're doing now at this point in your life, if you're turning away, if you're turning your back on a situation that didn't develop like you had hoped it would, then perhaps this is why you're getting the boost, because it wasn't supposed to work. It might have been something that was very karmic with the devil here. That tells me there was some kind of toxicity, and it could have been from either one of you. And I think this could be your energy. You're just not saying something to somebody, and instead they've turned their back on you in a sense, and they're not interested. I don't feel that they're interested. You both are turning your backs to one another. The toxicity, of course, can be anything, and I'm not even going to speculate at this point because I don't have enough cards here to see. And remember, this is just a general reading. So for the next 3 cards here, now if you know your chart and your other person's chart, you have the sun has a Pisces, and this person, and this little child here is Aquarius. So you've got a Pisces and Aquarius, 2 small children. Or it could be the 2 of you that you thought were going to get together. Maybe you shined the light on this and had hope that it was going to grow. But even now with the Chariot in reverse, this tells me that there's not going to be any action taken, because the whole situation is no longer in balance. And it could be on both parties. Now let's clarify this middle section. The Ace of Wands in reverse, there was no more passion left in a relationship. It withered out. The flame is snuffed. Is that the right word? Yeah. No passion, no drive. And especially from this Queen. But it could be a combination of both, to be honest, because it takes 2 to tango. Let's clarify the 6 of Cups, the King of Swords in reverse both, and then the 10 of Wands. What is the outcome here? Now the Magician in reverse always talks about somebody that's turned trickster. It's like manipulation. And it could be this energy here. Now the King of Wands could be somebody that is very bitter about a situation, especially if this is the person that's really walking away. I don't know. This is you, Aries. I don't know if you're turning your back on this person, or if they turn, and it could have been a mutual agreement between the both of you that it was just a situation that needed to end. It could very well be that. You saw it for what it was, both of you. It's kind of sad, but I don't feel a lot of anger until I get here and here and here. Now, it could be, I don't know, if you want to say this is you or if this is you, you can. I'm not going to judge that. But for this Queen of Pentacles in reverse who has lost all passion in a relationship, she may be the one that's trying, and it's become a heavy burden for this person or for this energy. If you want to flip gender, you can do that as well. But I think this person was kind of a manipulator. I don't feel like it was you, Aries. I feel like it was them. There could have been children involved too. And I see that up here too. So there could be children involved in this angle here, which is sad. That's sometimes, we as readers, we can say, oh yeah, you need to separate. You need to go your own separate. It's not that easy when there's children involved. You got to really stop and think, how's that going to affect them? Especially when they look so young. I mean, we're talking about 3 or 4 years old, or 4 or 5, and that's just me guessing. It might not be children. This could just be the sun shining, and there's going to be a new blessing coming for you, Aries. And maybe you consider this a blessing that is ending, and that maybe this is the person that initiated it. I have a feeling these two energies are this person. I feel like this is the person, and this is their energy when they're angry and manipulating. For some reason, somebody here has turned very bitter at the end. Now, remember, this High Priestess may have revealed something. I'm going to see if I can get just a reading on that. 4 Pentacles in reverse is somebody that's opening up their heart. Or somebody that revealed their heart to somebody. Or it could just be that somebody's losing money due to the lack of work, because I still believe there's something to do with work here, that you're looking for that, as well as possibly just a new place to move to get rid of all of this, just to let it be. 4 Pentacles talks about opening your heart up, letting go of some of the restraints that you had on yourself. Maybe you weren't able to verbally speak your truth. And with the High Priestess, maybe they were able to help you open up to see the fact and see things the way they are. This could have been a support person. As far as the signs go, we have Cancer, Gemini, and Scorpio. Capricorn, sorry. But you got 2 aces, and I'm telling you, for you, Aries, whatever happened was meant to happen. I don't feel like you're in any disagreement about what went down. I feel like you're okay with it. You've already started making plans, but I think this person here, the person that possibly left you or you left them, I believe that they are turning very bitter about the whole situation. So just be aware of that. I would consider it like a red flag. If they've had this devilment energy on them, or they've had it on you, maybe there was some kind of controlling issue here. Maybe there was some codependency between 2 people, one or the other. Or it could have just been some really heavy, deep addictions. Anyway, let's pull one of the cards from the... I'm going to pull an energy card. I want to see what this leads to. Cornucopia. Cornucopia talks about in the fall. Cornucopia talks about the beginning of a new season. I wonder if this is something that's been happening since like November. October and November are considered the fall season. That's when all the harvests or all the crops are harvested, that kind of energy. This might have been going on for a couple of months or more. Let's pull one from the angels and ancestors. Earth Guardian. Stay rooted and grounded. That would be for anybody. If you're going through a situation where there might be a divorce or some kind of separation, and even a lack of work, make sure that you stay rooted and grounded, because you don't want to get into such a don't let your mind overtake what all's happening and what's going to happen next. Then you'll get into that fear factor, which could be a little bit here, but I don't see it as a major issue right here. But being grounded just means that you're able to think straight and make wise decisions instead of just jumping off at the end of, just like a leap of faith and, the fool in reverse. Don't do anything foolish. And if this situation is getting kind of hot and it could be bitter and nasty, I would definitely walk away from something like that, or at least separate yourself from it and let this person deal with whatever their anger issue is. Because more than likely it's their issue and not yours. But, some people have a hard time. They rather blame others instead of themselves. I'm going to get one more card. I just don't feel comfortable with that cornucopia, because to me that's just a harvesting. And maybe that means something to you. Maybe maybe you're a farmer. Maybe that's the kind of work that you're looking for. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Like I said, this here is fear. And this is the card. You're in denial. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. There you go. So somebody has their heads straight and they're already thinking and making plans, and somebody else here is in a tizzy and it's just getting worse and worse. So be careful. All right, that's what I have for you, Aries. I'll see you during the rest of the month. Until then, namaste and be safe.